What's up everybody, back with an Idle Survivor video, and I got 5 essential tips I feel are helpful for your progression because costly mistakes, I've said this before, are never fun. Plus, I have my own in-game code to share with you so you can get some free rewards. Pretty excited about this, and I first want to say sorry for all the red exclamation marks. I did just install this on my emulator, so yeah, this might be triggering to some people. Let's get it. First up is the code. If you only clicked on the video for this, that's okay. I'm just here to help out any way I can. To redeem the code, you simply want to click on your profile like this, then you want to click down here and go to redeem code. And then the code is going to be on the screen right now. It is GC777. I do believe this is case sensitive, meaning you have to do it in all caps lock. Here we go. And we're going to see what we can get. I actually don't even know what this is going to give us. So I'm going to hit redeem right now. So we were able to get 100 diamonds, 20,000 war XP, and 1 summon. This is not bad considering I have been playing this game for about 2 weeks now, and I've seen maybe 2 codes thus far, not including this one. This code does have an expiry date. It will end May 20th, so that's about 8 days depending on the time of this video upload, so be sure to get it by then. Hopefully in the future I will be able to do this again. If you were unaware of the other codes, I'm going to bring them up on the screen right now. One just ended and the other is going to be IS777. This is going to be ending May 30th. So once again, you're going to want to get these in before they expire. If you are a new player, I would suggest sticking around as I will be getting into the tips right now. As always, if you have any that you want to share, please be sure to leave a comment down below so other players can benefit. Kicking this off in no particular order, we have tip number 1. Stay on top of your friends list. So if we open up my friends right now, what I mean by this is checking for inactive players and replacing them. The reason being is at 100 points, you're going to see the chest in the top right. You can actually open this, and this is a solid source of hero food. Most of the time, it will be a random faction 4-star hero. I have got a few 5-star S heroes from here. Let's just click on mine. I have been saving it for a few days, but let's click on it and see what we get. So as you can see, I did get a lot of 4-star heroes like I was saying, but listen, food is food and you're going to need a lot of food in these gacha games. I'm not entirely sure if you can get double S heroes from here. If so, it's probably extremely low rate, and I'm very doubtful on the triple S heroes from this. We know how mobile games are. The frequency at which you can open this chest is actually not too bad. I think it's okay. But anyways, the friends list holds 40 and you have a daily limit of 25 and 1 heart equals 10 points. So you're going to need 10 hearts. But if we look at the daily limit, technically this means you should be able to open this chest twice a day because 25 is your limit. 25 times 10, you're going to have 250. You can open the chest twice, but I don't know the exact calculations. Comment down below if you do. Moving on over to tip number 2, it's going to be take advantage of the resonance feature. If you open up your honor monument and then you go over here, resonance. So I've mentioned this in my review for the game, but this is a very cost efficient way to improve your power and your progress. As you get heroes, you're going to need to ascend them to get stronger. You build your core 5 scene here. I have field medic, I have samurai, mass chemist, steel soldier, and then I'm blanking. I'm still new to the game. Let me just quickly open her up. Sacred gun. So those 5 are my core heroes. Then any heroes you place in the free slots down below, they take the level of your lowest of the 5. Now to get more slots, you're going to have to push through the campaign. You can buy more, but it is extremely expensive. 2,500 diamonds for 1 slot. No thank you. I hope they make this cheaper on global release. Because when you're starting out, you do want to get a decent amount of slots and it takes a lot of time. So what this does is allow you to boost these heroes, which are down below, beyond their respective level cap. The way I'd suggest to do this is first focus your S ranked heroes and then your double S ranked heroes to form your core 5. They're the easiest heroes to get copies of. And then you can take other heroes such as the triple S ones, since dupes will be very hard to come by, or simply heroes to help with faction tower as an example. Now these heroes down below do not take the ascension stats, meaning if you ascend to 6 stars, 7 stars, 8 stars, etc., you're not going to get that boost, but you are going to get the stats boost for the level. Something is better than nothing. It's an essential way to be able to use those triple S heroes. As you can see, I have my Dr. Smart right here. I have this hero, forgot the name, but yeah, your triple S heroes, because they are so much better than S and double S heroes for whatever content you're doing. And when you put them down here, they're not going to die instantly. Of course, unless you're like wailing out, but for the majority of players, you'll have very minimal copies of those heroes. So tip number 3 is going to be shop refresh, and I can't stress this enough. I use the shop all the time, and it's the best way to get resources in the game. For this video, I'm specifically going to be focusing on the daily shop, which is right here, and then the discount shop, which is right here. The other ones I probably will cover in a different video, but what you really want to look for is gene potions and war XP. So for the daily shop, you're going to obviously want to collect your free diamonds. What I do is I usually buy the 10 summons for 1,250 diamonds. And then I go down here for the gene potions at a 50% discount for 625 diamonds. After that, I don't really touch this. You can do the double S hero shards as well, because they are very rare to pull them in the summons, but they do hold a lot of events where you're able to get some copies. So moving over to the discount store. Now, what is really good about this is you can look down here, it says refresh. Now this is free and it accumulates over time. So right now I'm at 9 of 9. What I do is I'm always looking for the gene potions and the war XP for banknotes. So as you can see, I bought one right here. Let's refresh. So right here, 100k banknotes, and I'm going to get 50,000 war XP. This XP is used to level up your heroes and also your vehicle, as you can see right here. So if we go back to the shop, I'm going to snag this up. And if you're unfamiliar of what this, of what the banknotes are, basically it's your in-game gold, as most games call this. Now you can also buy these two things with diamonds, but the discount is a lot less than 50%. And I personally skipped that. Now I have bought a few in the past because I really needed the gene potions. Like right here, you can see this is only a minus 25% discount. I usually skip that because I do like to keep, diamonds just in case events happen that I may need them. I find cash in this game, banknotes, gold, whatever you want to call it, is relatively easy to come by, but you will need to prioritize what you want to focus. So let me just finish off this and then we'll talk about why that is. So I'm going to refresh this, gene potion right here, snag this up, war XP, and then I'm going to hit refresh again, same thing. So I do this every day, and just make sure, as you can see now, I have a free chance in 1 hour. Just be sure to always check in and not have them wasted, because when I started the video, I was at 9 out of 9. I was actually wasting potential refreshes. So let me do this a couple more times. Now back to what I was saying about you have to prioritize what you want to focus. There's just no way you're going to be able to upkeep this banknotes cash if you use this on hero leveling, gear synthesizing, vehicle leveling all at the same time. Because not only can you level up your heroes, so you can see right here it's going to cost me at this level, but you can go to your vehicle, same thing, it's going to cost banknotes, it's going to cost XP. And then if you go over here to the arsenal, and you can see for gear, when you're trying to merge them, you're going to also need banknotes. And this is going to stack up really, really fast. Now for me, how I play this game, I'm very patient. It's a side game. You know, I log in, do some stuff and log out. So I'm okay with waiting. I'm pretty content with where my heroes are in terms of XP. I could put a little bit more into Mass Chemist at the top left here. I could put a little bit more into my vehicle, but right now I'm just hoarding up resources because my main focus right now is those gene potions so that I can ascend my heroes. So for example, let's just use, I could have used Sacred Gun, but let's just use Field Medic for a different character model. So if I go to ascend, it's going to take 10,000 gene potions to take Field Medic to 10 stars. If I go over to my Masked Chemist, who's already 10 stars, if I want to take her to 11 stars, it's going to cost 15,000. So you can see the increment jump is quite substantial, and that is going to lead me into tip number 4, which is going to be plan ahead with your hero ascensions. The best advice I can give is find out your strongest faction and then aim for the 2-2 aura bonus. If you don't know what that is, if we go into combat, I'll just show you quickly. Right at the top left, you can see right here you have an aura bonus. Now what this is if you have 2 of the same faction heroes, you're going to get that bonus of 3% to HP and attack. If you have 3, you're going to get 8% and 8%, 4, 5, so on and so on. Now the reason why I say is just go for 2-2, then you can just have the 5th slot for whatever faction you want. So for me right now, I'm doing 2 Empire Legions, which is going to be Mass Chemist right here, and then Field Medic. And then I'm doing 2 Bounty Association heroes, which is Samurai and Steel Soldier. And then for my 5th slot, I am using Sacred Gun, which is the City Alliance. Now they recently started introducing heroes with very unique factions, such as the Awakener and the Reconstructor. Now, what the Awakener can do, as you can see, it's considered as any faction. So if we drop my Sacred Gun and then I bring in an Awakener, which is this hero right here, As you can see, my bonus just jumped up because that Awakener takes the spot of any faction, so now I have a 2-3 split aura instead of a 2-2. So that is a solid option to aim for. Now the reason to plan ahead is because hero food will ramp up quickly, so focusing on more than 2 heroes in a faction, it's going to keep you at a very low progressive state. So if we open up my hero list, if we open up the Bounty Association, you can see I have 2 core heroes right here. For the Empire Legion, once again, I have 2 core heroes. And then I have my random edition, which is the Faction City Alliance. Because I'm only focusing on 1 here, hero food naturally will stock up faster. As you can see, I have a lot of S-ranked heroes ready to go. Right now, I'm just waiting on copies. I would really like some more triple S heroes, I'm sure everyone would. But other than that, I'm just waiting on some double S hero copies. How I looked ahead was starting with S-ranked heroes, focusing a DPSer first because that's naturally going to be your content pusher. So for me, it was actually Sea Thug. Do I have this hero anymore? No. Let me open up the War Museum. Hold on 1 second. There he is. So for me, it was Sea Thug. This hero actually does a lot of damage, and the main reason is because of his passive right here. For each 1 enemy on the field, this increases Sea Thug's attack by 2.5%. It can go up to 5%. And when you're doing campaign, there's so many enemies on the screen. So let me just open up campaign to show you what I mean by that. Right there, look at all these enemies on the screen, and he's just going to be passively increasing his attack. Then you're obviously going to want to focus double S heroes like I have, and then when you're really lucky or if you're spending, you can start to incorporate triple S heroes. And then finally, for tip number 5, don't be afraid to invest into those said S-ranked heroes. I know that when I start out in a game, I try to glance over at the gallery. So in this game, it's the War Museum. I kind of just glance over at the heroes. So for the S-ranked heroes, I would just click on the gallery, look at their skills to get a general idea of what they do. Then from here, I can determine which heroes are going to be better than others, what their capabilities are, and so forth. But the reason for this is these S-ranked heroes, they max out at 9 stars. So if we open up my hero list right now, you can see right here, this hero cannot be ascended any further. 9 stars is the most that an S-ranked hero can go, and the reason why I say don't be afraid to do this is one of the positives with this game, as I have played some in the past where this would have needed to be faction specific. If I'm trying to ascend my field medic, as you can see right here, from 9 star to 10 star, I am going to need another 9 star hero right here, as you can see. And it doesn't matter the faction, it can be any faction in the game. And this is really, really nice. So those S-ranked heroes that you ended up bringing up to 9 star because you were just waiting on better heroes, so now they have a purpose. I can click on that hero right here, even though it's in a different faction. And then I can put her in here as food so that I can ascend my field medic. I will be doing a graphic for the ascension system, so it's a little bit easier to understand. Not entirely sure when that's going to be out, but it should be soon. And then another reason for tip number 5, it's going to help build up your resonance. So if we open up the resonance, it's just going to allow you to raise those hero levels down at the bottom here passively. Hopefully this video helped you out in some way. If you have any further tips for players, be sure to leave a comment down below like I mentioned earlier. I do have a few videos in the works, such as a community tier list, how to build up your diamonds, and then another video explaining all the game features this game has to offer, because there are a lot and I was a little confused when I started. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to use my code and stay tuned for the next one.